from Yavapai Big Brothers Big Sisters. And today we're going to be talking about their Bowl for Kids' Sake, which is coming up, and kind of give an overview too on Yavapai Big Brothers Big Sisters and what they do here in our county. So Cheryl Gray, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
And you are the office manager, right, for
Yes.
Yavapai Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Yes.
Okay. And you're based here in Cottonwood, right?
Right, in the financial center there by the View Hotel and in town. So.
Great. How long have you been with Yavapai Big Brothers?
Personally, I've been there. I came on as a volunteer with Bowling for Kids' Sake.
Okay.
And that's how I got started. And then next thing I knew, I was asked to be employed, and I said sure, because I love the mission. And so I've been with them for going on 2.5 years.
That's great.
Yeah.
But you started out as a volunteer.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
I did.
So you're obviously passionate.
Yes, I am. Well,
So,
I'm a retired high school teacher.
Oh, okay.
So therefore, kids, I like kids. I like working with kids. So.
Good.
And I had 5 kids of my own, so.
Oh, so you're good at it. Got a lot of
Well, I don't
experience.
know. That might be questionable, but yes, I hope I am.
Yeah. So what drove you to volunteer with Yavapai Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Mentoring is a very important part of bringing up children, I think, because they copy everything you do. And but if they're not aware of what's out there and what's available, I think that it's a disservice to the children. And so mentoring is a very important part, and I really, really believe that the kids need a chance. They need to better themselves, to become good citizens, and it benefits everybody.
Yeah.
So the mission is what I really believe in.
Good. And it benefits the bigs too, right?
Oh yes, it's a win-win proposition.
Yeah.
At all. Yeah, and some of the bigs don't realize that, you know. But then when you hear testimonials from them, they say, I got so much out of this, I didn't realize it. And so it's a win-win proposition.
Let's talk a little bit about that in case there are folks listening who want to volunteer.
Okay.
What is the commitment to be a big?
To be a big is one who would want to spend some time with a child anywhere from the age of 5 to 18. Some of the older ones, though, they don't tend to go as long unless you've had them when they were very young, because they get involved in other things and they have girlfriends, boyfriends, and but we do have some that are older, and so. You spend time with them. We ask that you make a year commitment if you can. We realize things come up, like maybe you have to move, or that sickness, illness. But spend a year with the child. Maybe we ask for 8 hours a month. Which it sounds like a lot, but it really isn't a lot. You could do like 2 hours every week, or you could do 4 hours every other week, or whatever. But that's the minimum, and you'd be surprised how many people do a lot more.
Right.
And it doesn't mean that you have to take them someplace, like out of Africa or somewhere that costs a lot of money.
Right.
You just take them somewhere where you can spend time with them, and maybe go for a hike, go for a bike ride, take them swimming, to that type of thing. You just spend time with them.
Sure.
You could bake cookies with them, anything. And it's amazing what a difference it makes in their lives.
Yeah. How many bigs are there here in the Verde Valley?
I think we have some that are waiting, and then we have that are going through the process.
Yeah. And
I think there's about, I would say maybe 30 that are waiting.
30 bigs that are waiting?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right. They've either been contacted or, but they're in the process.
Yeah.
But not all of them make it through it, and so either something comes up and they have to withdraw, or things just don't work out the time-wise, whatever.
Got it.
So, but we have I think it's 58 matches or 52 matches.
Okay.
Somewhere
That's
in
great.
that neighborhood.
That's an impressive number.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is, and it's a lot more than what we had before. So, it's Michael, who was here, was our executive director. He was the one who really went out there and promoted it and did a great job. He's really, he's had 7 years experience with Big Brothers Big Sisters in Prescott, and when he was our executive director over here, he really, you know, pushed and got the enrollment up and everything, and had the matches up. He's really good, but he got promoted because he was so good, and so now he's over in Prescott.
Got it. Well, that's a loss for us.
Yeah. So now we're looking for another executive director.
Yeah.
So,
good.
Which I'm sure will happen soon. So.
And so then, how many youth do you have that are waiting to be in the program?
That's a good question. We have that are actually. Again, we have some that we're interviewing, trying to get going. We have some that are on the waiting list. We have approximately, I would say, waiting for bigs, I would say maybe 20.
Okay. So you have enough bigs to place the youth?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great.
Well, no, I take that back, because I don't want you to be misleading here, because what we do is when we get a big and we have a little, we interview them both, we find out what they like and what they want to do. Okay, so just because you have a big and you have a little, you don't put them together if it isn't a good match.
I see. Okay.
So, you know, and then not only that, but we have littles. For every 3 littles we have, 2 of them are boys, and men bigs are hard to come by. In fact, we have a campaign going this month that's called 30 Men in 30 Days.
Okay.
And so we need men.
Got it. Got it.
So not to be, you know, misleading.
I see. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Yeah. So it's all about matching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we want the matches to be successful, so we just don't throw them together.
Of course.
We actually try to work with it.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. And so, how do the youth then get selected to be part of the program? What kind of a campaign have you got in place to get them on board?
We have like 3 different types of campaigns that we do. One is we have a community-based match, or I should say matches, not campaigns. We have community match. We have where you can do it as a single person. You can, and the community match is where you take the little out in the community, you do things with them, and you can take them places and have fun with them. Yeah. And then that you can do that as a single person, or you can do that as a couples match, or you can do it as a family match. So you can bring your family if you have kids and want to have them see what a real family, you know, is like, and that's good, because some of them don't have good families, so it's good. It's good to see that. And then we also have school-based match, and Michael was very good at getting that started here in Cottonwood and the Valley, the Verde Valley. We have gotten Cottonwood Oak Creek. Steve King has gotten in on it, and the teachers are bigs and are mentoring littles in the schools, and we are being very successful with that, and we thank them very much, and the kids are getting lots of help, so that's good. Good. So they spend an hour with the child in the school, so you know, a week. So
1 hour per week, that's fantastic. Yeah.
And then if you get a school-based plus, then I think you can take them out and in the community too. You can do both. You could be community and a school-based match both if you wanted to. Okay, good. Well,
we're going to take a real quick break here. Okay. And come back in a minute. We'll talk more about the program you've got coming up, the Bowling for Kids' Sake.
Okay.
Thank you.
There are people who struggle with addiction and homelessness. Sometimes it may feel like there is nothing we can do to help.
But there is. You can make a tax-deductible donation and help those in need transition away from homelessness.
When you give someone a handout, you could actually be supporting an addiction.
A better life starts with better health, especially for those living in the streets.
Support solutions, not addictions. You can make a difference. Visit cottonwoodcares.com.
This is Bruce Morrow, Transportation Manager for Cottonwood Area Transit. Remember, we cover the entire Verde Valley and Sedona. Cottonwood Area Transit has you covered wherever you want to ride in the Verde Valley, all day, every day. Take Cottonwood Area Transit through Clarkdale, Verde Village, and from 26 locations in Cottonwood. With Verde Links, it's a quick and easy trip to Sedona every day. Don't forget our connectors to Camp Verde. Visit cottonwoodaz.gov for Cottonwood Area Transit and take a seat. Let's go ride.
Welcome back. You are watching Inside Cottonwood. My name is Tim Elinski. I'm the mayor of Cottonwood. With us today is Cheryl Gray from Yavapai Big Brothers Big Sisters. And we're talking about Yavapai Big Brothers Big Sisters here in the Verde Valley and the program that you've got coming up, Bowl for Kids' Sake 2018. It says here you can change the life of a child. So I'd like you to tell us a little bit more about this, and maybe we can get some folks watching today to sign up for this.
That would be awesome. Basically is our annual campaign, and what we do is we ask people to have teams. And then when they have teams, we ask them to be a team captain. They fill out a card and they put their name on it and that they're the team captain. And then they go and get 5 to 6 people to be on their team to bowl. They will go get pledges. We have like a pledge sheet, and then we have them go out and get pledges. They don't collect money or anything. We will bill the people, and then they get the pledges. They bring it to the bowling alley when they come to bowl. When they bowl, they get 2 free bowling games and shoes and food and drinks and prizes, and it's lots of fun, and it's good camaraderie. We have the schools that participate. We have the police departments participating. We have lots of local businesses that are participating this year. So we've really grown the program here in the Verde Valley, so that's awesome. We really appreciate it. But what this does is, with the money that we get from this, we ask that everybody who bowls contribute or get pledges for $125. Okay, and then when you get the pledges, the bowlers, when you put it together, and the reason we ask for a minimum of $125 is because that money goes to match a child. So those children that are waiting can be matched with bigs, because it costs money to have an employee go out there and interview them and travel, and then we fingerprint the bigs just for the safety of the kids. You can't be too safe. And also the background checks, and that's basically, and then we put them together. So it's a good program, and it's a good way to have fun and and still help a child. Good.
So all the proceeds basically offset the cost to run the program.
Yes.
Here.
Yes.
What if you're terrible at bowling? Can you still participate?
It is not a contest. No, it's just something to go out and have fun. It's lots of fun. So. Yeah.
So how would people sign up then if they're interested in?
They can do a couple of things. They can go online. We have a website, and it's www.azbigs.org, and then you do a /BFKS for Bowling for Kids' Sake. And you can log on right there and sign up if you want to. Or you can call the office, and I'll be glad to help them and give them the information that they need. And the number at the office is 634-9789.
Great. Okay. You said you have the police department on board, and fire department's on board as well?
Yes, we have Bigs in Blue, which is what we call the police department, and then we're starting the Bigs in Red. So it's great. It's just great. And I think that everybody, like you said before, it's a win-win proposition for everybody. So.
Any of the other big employers in the area, are they participating?
Oh, yes, we all are. We will all be there. So. And participating and have our own team. So.
Got it. Is there any friendly competition going on there?
Yeah, and we try to get that instilled too, like the banks against each other, maybe, So it makes it for more fun.
And so what happened last year? Were there any big winners from last year's Bowl for Kids' Sake tournament?
I can't answer that. I don't know. There were, and there are prizes. If you'll notice in the packet, there are prizes, and one of the prizes, I think, is the choice if you want to go to Southwest Airlines. They give you 4 tickets to go anywhere in the United States.
No kidding.
So, yeah, I think it's about the 3rd page there.
Okay. That's great.
So.
There's no reason not to sign up.
No reason.
All right. You mentioned before we took our first break another program that you've got going on, which is 30 men in 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Well, the month of February, we were pushing for men, for bigs, because like I said before, for every 3 littles that we have in waiting, 2 of them are boys. And so, and we service everybody. We service Sedona, we service Rimrock, Camp Verde, Cornville, Jerome, Clarkdale, everybody. So and Cottonwood, and so it's something that's needed in the men. And so basically, if there's a man out there who thinks they want to be a big and spend some time and help a child, all they need to do is call us. Right. And we'll get them signed up.
Okay.
It's painless.
Yeah. What do you think the hesitation is? Why do you think you struggle to get men to come on board?
I don't know. Maybe it could be the fact that they think they're too busy, and maybe they think they don't have anything to offer, which is unbelievable because they really do. And some people think they're too old maybe to be a big, but we have one, I think, that's 80 years old, and he's great. So it's not that you're too old or don't have enough time, because I think you find time if you really want to. Sure. Yeah. So.
Well, I wish you the best of luck on that program.
Thanks. Yeah. We do have one match that is awesome. The gentleman is a big, and he has his first little who is now in high school. And so he's kind of phasing out of the program, and he thought, oh, he's probably getting too old, doesn't want to have anything to do with me, which was not the case. But so they talked, and they decided what they were going to do is they were going to get another little, and they were going to mentor the little together. Oh, that's great. So it's a 3-generational match, so which makes it nice.
Great. So the big and the 2 littles. That's fantastic.
Yeah. So it's good. It's very good and very successful.
I'm sure that the men you have in the program would speak accolades about being in the program. And
oh, I think so. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. You'd be surprised. Yeah.
That's great. And also, families, of course, are welcome to be bigs as well. Right.
Right. Like I said, there were family matches, and the families, if you want to take in a little and put them in with the family, like you have an extra seatbelt in the car, it's awesome, because then they get to see the mechanics of a good family, how a husband and wife treat each other, how a family treats one another, sharing, caring, all of that. It's very important to them. Yeah. All right. So it's a win-win proposition again. Again.
All right. We have to take one more break, okay? And we'll be back in just a minute. This is Inside Cottonwood, and please join us in just 1 minute. Thank you.
There are people who struggle with addiction and homelessness. Sometimes it may feel like there is nothing we can do to help.
But there is. You can make a tax-deductible donation and help those in need transition away from homelessness.
When you give someone a handout, you could actually be supporting an addiction.
A better life starts with better health, especially for those living in the streets.
Support solutions, not addictions. You can make a difference. Visit cottonwoodcares.com.
This is Bruce Morrow, Transportation Manager for Cottonwood Area Transit. Remember, we cover the entire Verde Valley and Sedona. Cottonwood Area Transit has you covered wherever you want to ride in the Verde Valley, all day, every day. Take Cottonwood Area Transit through Clarkdale, Verde Village, and from 26 locations in Cottonwood. With Verde Links, it's a quick and easy trip to Sedona every day. Don't forget our connectors to Camp Verde. Visit cottonwoodaz.gov for Cottonwood Area Transit and take a seat. Let's go ride.
Welcome back. You are watching Inside Cottonwood. I'm your host today, Mayor Tim Elinski of Cottonwood, and with us is Cheryl Gray from Yavapai Big Brothers Big Sisters. Do appreciate you being in here today, spending time with me, even though I'm a little sick.
As long as I don't get it.
No, you won't get it, I promise. Trying to hang in there. You mentioned earlier in the program that Michael Smith, the former executive director, has moved up in the ranks and is now exclusively over on the Prescott side. And you're looking for a new executive director here, is that correct?
I think so, yes.
Okay, so what do you see the future of Yavapai Big Brothers Big Sisters on this side of the mountain?
It's all good. It's growing. It's very, very busy. So I just hope that we can grow and get more kids the attention that they need and the help that they need, and the bigs. You know, it's just so important because mentoring is like our future, and and if we can't mentor and help other kids, then we're in a sad state.
Yeah, I agree. It's good to invest in your future too.
Right, they're the ones that are going to be making our decision, you know, in the future, and so it's important.
Yeah, and that's something that's very interesting about our community too. So we have such a large population of retirees that moved here and brought with them a vast experience and knowledge from their former jobs and lives, and you know, we have such a wealth of information, and I think it's ripe for this kind of program to really thrive.
Right.
And of course, a lot of children here in need, you know, because there is a fair amount of poverty in our area too. So certainly, it seems like it's could be a match made in heaven if we could just connect the two.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So and it's just such a warm feeling when you do see the matches and they do succeed and they're, you know, having fun and learning, and they don't even realize they're learning. I don't think some of the littles, you know, we have a match too that the woman is the big. She is likes arts and crafts and stuff, and so she sits there and helps her, and they make things all the time. They made Valentines, that type of thing, and they really had fun. And she comes away with a warm feeling, and so does the little.
Sure.
You know, it's something she'll always remember. Even some of the bigs, they will keep scrapbooks for the kids, and then they look back on them and they add pictures and as they progress. So it's kind of a neat thing to see happen.
Yeah. Do you find that many of the littles grow up to become bigs and stay in the program and mentor littles?
Yes. I've heard stories too that they've come back, they wanted to be bigs, they're bigs, but I've also heard stories where, like the one gentleman I mentioned earlier, where he was thinking that the one in high school was getting too old and didn't want to have anything to, you know, to do with him, which was a mistake. He had to be reassured, and once he was reassured, everything was fine. But after they graduate from high school, then they go off to college. They still keep in touch, a lot of them. And then after they keep in touch in college, they go off and get married, and the bigs are going to their weddings.
That's great.
So and then they have kids and they keep in touch. So it's a lifelong, you know, mentorship and connection.
Yeah, fantastic. Let's touch on the programs again that you've got coming up, because I think they're important to share again with the folks listening at home. You've got the Bowl for Kids' Sake, right? Big fundraiser.
And that's coming up in March. That's March 17th and 18th, which is 17th is St. Patty's Day.
Okay.
And so March 24th and 25th. They're on Saturdays and Sundays.
Okay.
So Saturdays they start at 10 o'clock in the morning, and they're usually 2-hour shifts till 7 o'clock in the evening.
Okay.
However, we do have an extension on the 17th because we have one group that's coming in. The Catholic Church is coming in. They want to come and bowl after Mass. So, and then there's one time from 12:30, I think, to 2:30 that is full because the hospital is participating this year. So they've taken that slot on the 17th. But all the other times are open, and then on Sunday it goes from 10 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon.
Oh wow, so you'll be busy.
Yes. we come away exhausted.
I'm sure that's true. If you want to sign up and become a team captain, you can find all that information on your website, right?
Yes.
Very good.
www.azbigs.org, BFKS.
Okay.
Bowling for Kids' Sake.
And aside from doing something that's very worthwhile in our community as far as matchmaking. Do you want to talk a little bit more about the prizes that you could also earn?
Well, you've got the sheet there.
Okay.
I'm not glued to the prizes because my thing is let's go out and get bowlers.
Sure.
But there are good prizes. Maybe you could read them and mention them.
Oh, you mentioned the Southwest tickets. That's got me thinking.
And I think there's a Las Vegas condo too, and
yep, 4-night
4 days.
package to Las Vegas, $500 gift card, and yeah, Harkins Theater packages too. So it looks like you have some local businesses that are participating in that. That's fantastic.
We are very,
Movie
very
tickets.
grateful to all of the community that they're so supportive and they help us so much. It's unbelievable how you know, a community can come together to help the kids.
Yeah.
And both in Prescott and over here, it's just awesome. We're very, very grateful and very, very thankful for them.
Good.
So it's very good.
All right. Well, I know you try to get me roped into this, so
Yeah.
I'm going to have to.
I even gave you a T-shirt.
You did. I know. I have to eke out some time to make this happen. And then just the one other program again is the 30 Men for 30 Days. I think this is a great opportunity to get some men signed up. So I would encourage folks out there to sign up. To
Yeah.
be a big.
Give us a call and we'll sign you up, and it's painless. It's just that you got to make a commitment. That's all.
Right.
And it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah. Okay.
And I know that people out there have all had a mentor in their life at some point, I'm sure. And if you think back on it, you can remember what a difference it made in your lives and how it touched you. And that's what they could do for a little.
Right.
So
Okay.
it's good.
Well, thanks, Cheryl, for coming in today.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, so it's been my pleasure. And I will take you up on this, okay?
Okay, that's a deal.
All right. Really, thanks again, Cheryl Gray from Yavapai Big Brothers Big Sisters. And you've been watching Inside Cottonwood. I'm your host for today's show, Tim Elinski, the mayor of Cottonwood. And I hope you have a good afternoon. Thank you.
That's good.